Hey everyone, so this is my first live ever on YouTube, and whether there anybody live here does not matter whatsoever. The reason I want to do this live stream is because of an inspiration a friend shared with me. She shared that in my social media, most of the time when I share videos, they are already things which I've done. For example, a certain state which I've already reached and I share it on socials. But she suggested, why not share with people how you've got to where you are right now? And I find that is absolutely inspiring because we don't want to leave anybody behind. That's the truth. And what's the point if you're the only person actually walking ahead with nobody actually knowing how to walk with you? So that is why I decided to share on this live stream. And also because actually my natural is to connect with people and exchange with people live. I don't mind doing videos, I don't mind recording content, and I love doing all of that. But it's the interactions with people that actually fire me up. It's the conversations I have with people every single day that warms my heart. So that is why this is the format I'm gonna use and try out. So I don't know who is here, and I don't know if I am okay in being understood with English or if I need to speak in Cantonese or whatever. I feel whatever comes will come, and let's just, yeah, get on with it. Okay. So, the way I approach fashion is very different from many other people. I'm not saying I'm different, but this is a natural for me since day dot. And that is, I never see fashion as an external thing. I never see fashion as something only regarding and relating to our physical appearance. That is part of it. And that is, somebody wants to join me. And that is, definitely the more obvious part because we do see ourselves, what we're dressed in, this gorgeous hat or cap I'm wearing today. It is one of my great loves recently. It means a lot to me. The color pink, the initial N, I love all of it. But for me, definitely, everything that I put on my body, everything that is expressed through my body, it is not just from my body. It is not just physical. It is everything that's been built and substantiated and developed within me. Well, a lot of people say, oh, I've never heard of this new concept or this view, and not sure I understand you, and that's fine. And that is why we have a live, because you can ask all the questions you would like ever on this channel. And if I can answer it, if it's a respectful question, I definitely will do my best. I don't know what he wants. He just wants to say hi. Yes, because I'm not giving him attention right now and giving my attention to all of you guys. So, yeah, jealousy. All right. So, the first episode today, it is about how do we find our style. First of all, I think everybody has their own style. So, you don't need to actually ever worry about not having your style and not doing what other people are doing, because there's never ever a possibility to compare with any other person in this whole wide world. Everybody has their own style. Yes, you can take inspiration from others, but that still is a reductionism if it's not truly and fully from your within. So I'll backtrack a little bit to have this all make sense, and that is we are, as a human being, as a human body, never only physical. We are a multidimensional being, and that is the very basic foundation I must share with you guys before I get into anything about style or styling. So, yes, we're all multidimensional beings, which means we are not just our physical body. We are much, much more than that. We have, if I can just very simply describe that, we have an inner part of ourselves, which is energy, and we have this physical part, which is our external body, which people can see, can touch, can relate to. So most people think they can't see energy, but actually energy is everything we're sharing on the outside of us. Only how much you are willing to allow yourself to see that, and how much you're willing to allow yourself to express it. So, do you like this cup? I love it. Be hardworking. Okay, so again, to start from the basic, to understand anything about style, we need to know that we're multidimensional beings. We have an inner part of ourselves, which is energy, and we have an outer part of ourselves, which is our physical body. So before you find your own style, people think that finding their style is just something that they put a piece of clothing or a color or a silhouette, onto themselves, and that is finding your style, which is just a very small part of that. The whole and the full big picture of finding your style is actually being able to read and sense your inner part, your energy, and then unreservedly expressing it on the outside. Yeah. So finding your style, people, is actually not just finding your clothes. Finding your style is much, 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 much more than that. It is actually finding yourself. I'll repeat myself. Finding your style, in truth, is actually finding yourself. It is a discovery of yourself as a multidimensional being. Wow, wow, wow. Isn't that grand? Isn't that everything that has just collapsed all your thinking about style being just your physicality? Definitely not. No. All right, so how do we start? That's an interesting question. We start first by our very innate sense of feeling. We can call this clairsentience, but it is our natural, innate ability to feel and to sense. We sense everything. Okay, we read everything in life. whether you admit it, acknowledge it, permit yourself to um, accept it or not, we do. So, in fashion, in styling, in discovering style, I allow myself to read everything in the whole wide world. Every piece of clothing I wear or am in contact with, every brand I meet, every person I work with, I read. So that enables me to function in my multidimensionality when I am with fashion, which is very, very, very natural to me. And it is actually our natural ability, as I was sharing, that we sense. Okay, so where to start? Yes, is to first sense and read. Okay, just come in and get him, please. Just get him. I'm working. Somebody needs to go out. Hey, close the door, please. Okay, excuse for that momentary interruption. All right, so I read everything in fashion. Okay, so today, for example, easiest is to look at what I'm wearing today. I have a cap on. It is in a very lovely pale pink color. It has the initial N. I am wearing a top which is kind of frilly. It also has pink undertones and it's striped. So, why did I choose this? Why is this part of my style? And I'm actually pairing it with a pair of um, jeans. You can see. So, this look is actually very comfortable. It is giving me a feeling of just being myself. Yeah, it's very, you can see it's a casual look, but at the same time, it is very me because it's very super elegant and it has the colors that I love, which right now, currently, expresses me a lot. So, why do I choose the color pale pink? Because every single color we choose is symbolic of something. Everything in our life has meaning. Nothing is random, nothing is coincidental. So, a pale pink color gives me the feeling of um, a beholding, like a big hug, like a big embrace, but it is really super gentle. That is something, that is a quality that I love to incorporate in my every single day, and I feel it's very a part of me. Like whether I live in whatever country in the world, and I happen to live in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a very fast-paced city. It's very important financial center. It is very cosmopolitan. And if you've ever visited Hong Kong, if you live in Hong Kong, if you've ever been here, as a tourist, as a resident, you will know the vibe here in Hong Kong is very, very fast paced. It's very quick. It's very hard at times. It's very cold. It can be, and it is functional. It's very driven and, yeah, result oriented. So, nothing wrong with all of that, of course. However, being somebody who lives in Hong Kong, I am not just what I just shared in terms of vibe. My innate and natural vibration is much more gentle and it's much more steady and still. So, by nature, I'm not a rushed person. But living in Hong Kong, I've learned to be very quick, very precise, very prompt, responsive immediately, because that's how Hong Kong is, which I love. But I'm not only that. Innately in me, even though it's not very represented in the location of Hong Kong, is my gentleness, my deep sense of settlement, and that is how I move in my everyday life. So when I wear something, I reflect this quality in my daily clothing. I reflect in my top. This is a very gentle top, if you can describe it in such terms, because the colors, they are very gentle. They're sweet. They're almost girly. So I have a sweetness within me no matter what age I am, no matter whether I'm the boss of the company or not. It does not matter. What I have innately as my qualities will remain my qualities forevermore. I have a very loving quality within me as well, which does not mean I am weak or play nice. None of that. But pink also suggests to me that there's this quality of love, this quality of sweetness, this quality of beholding inside of me, and delicacy is reflected in these beautiful ruffles you see on this top, and that is definitely a quality I hold very strongly, as well as very dearly. Because living in Hong Kong, if I do not have this quality of delicacy, it is very it is very easy to turn hard. It is very easy to just be absolutely controlled and led by hardness. But in my movements, in my speech, in my communication, definitely there is a deep sense of delicateness, which I deeply adore and appreciate, because it supports me so grandly every day in the city I live in, as well as in the industry I work in, as well as the culture that I was born in. So, everything about our multidimensionality, about our innate quality, is always, always there to deeply, deeply love us. So, can you hear what I'm really saying? And that is, if we ignore this part of our innateness, we are actually ignoring a huge part of ourselves which is there to support and love us. If we ignore our innateness as a multidimensional being, we are greatly reducing ourselves. Oh my gosh, how much we reduce ourselves if we only see ourselves as merely human and as a body or physical form. So that constitutes my basic and my foundation as a standard before I do any styling and before I talk about any style. Okay, so my question then would be to you today to first go and feel what your innate energy and energy of expression is. How do you feel innately? You know this in depth. It may be a little bit weird, or it may be a little bit, you may be a little bit shy to actually admit it, and that's absolutely okay and fine. If you feel you're not sure, if you feel you may kind of feel a bit weird talking about such things because never has anybody around you communicated in such a way, that's absolutely fine. You can come here and share with me and maybe request a confirmation from me. You can write to me if you like. You can PM me through this platform or other platforms. You can get in touch with me. The reason sharing with you all through a live stream is to connect, is to be more close, is to ask questions which you may not be brave enough to ask anybody else. But you can come here and bring your questions here because this is a safe space. Anyhow, that's the first step. Go and feel. Feel your innateness. Feel what you are as your natural qualities that you bring to life. Let me know. Share with me. And from there, we can then select clothes. We can then select things that express your style. And that would then be an honest expression of your style. It is not an imitation or a copy, which actually are super empty and poor if you ever copy anybody. We can't. We can't copy anybody's style. We can't copy anybody in anything actually in life. If you try, yes, you can, but the styling that would then be presented by you would feel very off. It would feel empty. It would not carry any weight or substantiation. People, when they look at you, they will not be convinced if you copy another and not express deeply from your own being. I know a couple of very beautiful stylists. They work similar to me. They may not be in Hong Kong, but I appreciate and adore them nevertheless. And that is, they tell me, being in the industry for a while, for however long they've worked in the industry, they've always had a resistance towards people who are fashion oriented. I have felt the same, even though I've worked in the industry for about 30 years. There were many years in the beginning of my career when I felt very, very, very resistant to fashion people, even though I'm part of it. The reason being, if we do not dress in a way which we consider ourselves as multidimensional, which means we consider ourselves first from vibration or energy, everything that we put on our body, no matter how expensive the clothes are, no matter how beautiful the clothes are, when you put them on your body, it would still feel empty. And this emptiness would be registered by everybody. Yep, some people may not expose you because they are also doing the same, so they don't want to be exposed. Yep. But other people can sense it, and other people may dismiss you, they may judge you, they may just basically feel they can't be interested in you because of the emptiness. No matter what the reason is, we are expressing in a way which is actually not honest. We're going through life wearing, moving dishonesty, i.e., a lie. Well, if I'm here actually today speaking about how you find your style, I would say I will not teach you how to find your style, i.e., as a lie. No, I will teach you how to find your style, as in that is your truth, and that is the power and the truth that you walk around and you move around in your daily life. I'm not interested in lies. I'm not interested in telling a lie, moving a lie, or enabling any lies in my career, in my work, as well as in my everyday movement in life. So, how to find your true style is first, never copy. Find your own innate vibe. Vibe means vibration. It means energy. It means something unseen by our physical eyes, but not always necessarily so. It is something we sense with our whole body. So if you tell me, or if you ask me how to find your style, I would say 3, finding your style is a whole body thing. We cannot find our style only through our heads or our eyes. We cannot think, I like this style. Oh, hey, I love that style of that celebrity, so I'm going to copy it. All big X's, because that would be coming from a lie. So, 3, find your style first from your vibe. First, from sensing from your whole body, meaning I sense actually who I am. I sense my energy, which is for myself very, very powerful, loving, delicate, super sacred. I'm very still, I'm settled. These are all the energy, all the qualities, all the vibration I feel. So, how do I represent myself then with what I dress every day? By day, my wardrobe, if you have connected with me already, for example, through Instagram, my account is at Ms. MS Adele, Adele Looks, Looks. You can connect with me there and see much more of my everyday wardrobe. So you will see in my everyday styling of myself, definitely, unmistakably, unreservedly, the vibration of elegance. Because that is my vibe. That is my vibration. I hold myself in a quality which I find super sacred. So nothing ever can tell me I'm not worth it. I'm always, always in the vibration of sacredness. And that is how I dress and how I move every day, despite what the current trend is, despite what everybody is wearing around me, despite how everybody thinks my dressing to them is. I do not ever need approval from anyone, and nobody's comments can ever change or refute the way I dress because I start from a solid foundation, absolute solid foundation of my vibration. I cannot refute my vibration. We cannot ever refute our vibration, anybody in this world, because our vibration is our design. It is a God given design to us that nobody can ever take away, no matter what people say, no matter how people smear you with comments, judgments, hates, criticism. It does not change it. It cannot change it. Well, you can permit them to push you or to crush you or the comments to abuse you, but it still does not change your inequality ever. Never. Never possible. So the simplicity is, therefore, you can try to disregard this innateness and pretend not to hear it. Pretend you don't know it, you don't know about it. Pretend to therefore dress in a way which makes other people more comfortable, dress in a way which is more so-called trendy, dress in a way which is so-called more hiding, so that you do not actually allow people to absolutely see and feel who you are as in truth. Be my guest, go for it, if that's what you love to do. I have no judgment. Or you can select to massively express in your full vibration that you know and that you are learning and discovering. every single day. So your style is not a fixed thing ever in life. Do not ever put yourself in that ideal. Number 4, do not ever put yourself in the ideal that your style will be forever and permanently a one thing shot. No, my style changes every moment because I'm changing every moment. I'm growing, I'm deepening, I'm evolving every single moment. So, how can my physical appearance, or i.e., my style, stay the same forever? If somebody tells me their style stays forever, even if they're for a famous person, a famous stylist, a famous celebrity, what it is telling me is this person actually loves to stay in the same place. They're not appreciating and actually in respect to the universal movement that is happening and that is undeniably happening to every one of us. All my clients who come to me when they feel they need a wardrobe change is because they're sensing this universal movement and they've said yes to it. So I embrace all of my clients because of that. Because I know when they come to me, they have come to a point in their lives which they know whatever they have been expressing is done. They're now already on another level. And to be honest and to be respectful of oneself, we have to change. We have to change our clothes, our wardrobe. We have to revamp our closet. We have to revamp ourselves because our expression has deepened. Isn't that grand? Isn't that to celebrate every single day? And that is how we find our style. Beautiful people. That is how we embrace fully and totally our everyday. It is a full embracing of the discovery of who we are as a person inside and out. It is a grand movement that I feel tears wanting to stream because it is so touching. Every single person that wants to style with me, every single person who feels they want to really embrace and therefore express the true style is feeling this universal movement. It is feeling themselves as a multidimensional being. It is feeling that life is so much more than just our physical. And it is much more than we ever imagine we're being told. So, on this note, beautiful people, I leave you to your first homework. Having your own style is not me telling you what to do. Having your own true style is me working alongside of you. It is us working and walking together, side by side. I leave you to sense your grandness, your beautiful vibrations of your truth. And from there, we can meet again next week. Same time, Monday, 8 a.m. or about. If there are any technical difficulties, I might be a little bit slightly early or late, depending. But you will see me around this time on YouTube. Monday, 8 a.m. Hong Kong time. So work it out in your time zone, no matter where you are. I invite you, I welcome you to join me. Easy, you can find on World Time Buddy, your own time zone relating to Hong Kong time. And I deeply treasure our time together. and come with all your questions. All your questions. If anybody has a question, leave me a message. I don't know how you do questions here. Do you raise your hand or whatever? This is my first time, so I'm still figuring it out. But come. I'm sure with more sessions, with more episodes, we will get the hang of it and I'll be able to interact and communicate with you all, which I look forward to very much. In love, in style, and in power, I'll see you next week.